We started the brand, well, I mean, I guess I started the brand in 2015. Actually, I designed the first collection many years before that, but it took me a few years to decide to actually get it out there. So we first launched it in 2015, and we are just relaunching it now because I had a couple of cardiac events, and in 2017, if I recall properly, 2018. So I was out of the game for at least a year, and then it took me a few more years to decide to find inspiration again and decide to relaunch the brand. Vision is very chaotic vision. Basically, behind Charles Darius, I didn't want to have the same process and methodology that any traditional brand has. For Charles Darius, I really wanted to be more from an artistic standpoint rather than we are trying to make money and have a strategy and target specific market. So the strategy is a non-strategy. Basically, every time I come up with what I think is a cool idea, we just make it. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter how much it costs. We just do that, and if people like it, fantastic. If they don't, it's okay. I still like it. So what inspired my designs? It's a mix of a lot of different things. A lot of it comes from, I'm really inspired by textures, especially found in nature, emotions as well. Like even the vibe of a movie. And so for instance, when I design a shirt or when I design shoes or whatever, I never look at shoes, I never look at shirts. I look at that tiny street in Golden Gai in Tokyo, more life experiences and vibes rather than actual products. Actually, what am I wearing here? This one. This one is, the name is Claire d'Épine. It's a pendant made in sterling silver in this one with a black rhodium finish, and I don't think you can see it on the camera right now, but it's all beat up and textured. And the inspiration behind this one actually came from my grandfather on the Persian side, so my mother's dad. He used to be an archaeologist back in Iran, and so that was kind of like a tribute to him because it's inspired from the old nail designs from antique time. Materials and fabrics, actually for me this is the hardest part of the process, especially fabric. I can see a design very fast, but finding the right material for it, literally takes ages. It's all about the process. So today I work mostly with either French fabrics or Japanese fabrics, and we made them in the same country where we source the material. The material has to have a sort of noble story, you know what I mean? From meeting the artisans that actually make the fabric to who is going to handle the material, put them together, and so on. It's more like a human story. Some people do it based on price and availability. I think to find the cotton for my first shirt, it took me, I think, 5 years, and we went through 3 continents to find it. Yeah. I think I'm one of the few creatives that if I'm sad or depressed, it doesn't work and I cannot create anything. If I'm happy, I design 1 million things a day. Yeah. The role of sustainability in my designs, actually it goes a little bit beyond just a design thing. It's more like a company policy. It's part of the DNA. Again, we look at what kind of material we're using, what kind of production process the artisans or the factories are using to make those products. If the fabric is made in Japan, it's our Japanese artisans we're making them. We're not sending that back to France. So we're trying to source locally and produce locally. Even the shipping, if we have our inventory in Japan or in France or in Los Angeles, it remains there. Whatever we make has an end consumer. And that's also part of the sustainability story, because so many brands are making thousands and thousands and thousands, and some of them end up in the trash. I don't want to do that. It doesn't make any sense. Some of our products take some time to come in, and they come in, but they are born because someone wished them, that that person that decided to buy that. That's why that product is born. Otherwise, there is no reason why we should have that hanging in a shelf that nobody looks at it, you know.